let's start it off, though, with the Chewbacca Chainsaw of the Week award. And now, you've seen us. We do different iterations of the Chewbacca Chainsaw of the Week. And this week, I'm giving out a Chewbacca Should Chainsaw award. And that is usually given out to somebody who has had some sort of amazing act of stupidity in the world of sports. And this week, it goes to one Luis Suarez from Uruguay. I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Uruguay. I don't know. If you know how to pronounce it, go ahead and hit me up in comments down below. Make sure
We
you
don't
put
care because you did something
phonics.
stupid. So we're gonna. So you've ruined our pronunciation of your country.
That is what you get for doing this. And the reason he is getting the award is because over the, I believe it was Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, he actually took a bite out of one of the Italian defenders during the game.
This isn't the first time.
And that's what I was about to say. Yes, this isn't even the second time he's done this. This is the third time he's done this. And this has created FIFA to moved FIFA to give him a 4-month ban or a 9-game ban, which really sounds pretty easygoing for what's happening. I mean, this is the third time he's been caught biting somebody, and it's not even like he just kind of nibbles them. He puts a good chunk in. Like, if you saw the Italian defender was running around like this, like, oh, look at my shoulder, and you saw big bite marks in there. I mean, this guy took like all his teeth, incisors, molars, whatever there is in there, and
he's got
right
big teeth.
He does have big teeth. That mold was pretty distinctive. So I'm just trying to think about what goes through people's heads when they want to bite somebody. Now,
especially like just randomly on the shoulder in the middle of a soccer game.
Yeah, it just doesn't make much sense. It's like, what are you doing, dude? I mean, it wasn't.
I mean, when Mike Tyson did it during a boxing match, it made a little bit more sense. That's a different kind of aggressive sport. Like, you're being violent. You're fighting someone already. Like, that's the whole point of it.
That's
and
true.
You're locked in with them. But
when you're playing soccer and you can easily run away from the guy, I mean, it just doesn't quite make too much sense. So, I mean, we saw this earlier this year with Miguel Olivio biting off somebody's ear. You've heard about this with Mike Tyson. I don't know. Maybe there's some. Maybe he's doing bath salts or something. You know, maybe the cannibalism from Miami has traveled all the way to Uruguay.
You know what else too? Like, if anyone saw the pictures, which I think a lot of people did, one of the main headline pictures is of him on the ground, and he's like clutching his teeth. So he bit so hard, it seems like he hurt his teeth.
Or I think a little bit more of it is actually that he's playing it up a little bit, because if you've noticed in soccer,
he hurt his own teeth by biting someone.
I think he was trying to play it off like it was an accident, like the guy was moving around and his shoulder came up into his teeth, and it really isn't his fault. No, it was your fault. We all saw you go. That's what he did.
I still like the idea that he bit so hard he hurt himself. Because the
well,
shoulder is not exactly the best place to buy.
That is true. He probably got a little piece of the collarbone there and rightfully deserved hurt his tooth. It would have been funnier like if he had left his teeth in the guy's shoulder. So if anybody's like, "Oh, he didn't bite you," look, the teeth are still there.
I don't know if that'd be funny or horrific.
Well, if you have a sick sense of humor, maybe it's funny. It's kind
like
of yeah. Actually, I'm squeamish. I wouldn't be down with that. I'd be like, "Oh, that's so horrible. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" I mean, it's just, what's going on, people? What are you doing, Suarez? You're one of the best players in the world right now. You were the lead goal scorer of Liverpool and also of the whole English Premier League, which, if you ask anybody who knows soccer, that is the league right there. Now, there's good leagues in Germany. There's good leagues in Paris now. There's good leagues in Spain. But those all pale in comparison to the English Premier League. And this guy's running around biting people. What are you doing, man? Come on. It just doesn't. We haven't had to bite people since like caveman time. When we developed weapons, we stopped biting each other. So what are you doing? Are you trying to bring all of us?
He doesn't have a weapon on the field, other than cleats. In a ball.
Okay. Well, cleats, that makes more sense. Kick him with your cleats at least, do something. Or kick the ball at his face if you really want to hurt him. All those better options than biting somebody. So I'm racking my brains trying to find some reason that he would do this, and maybe it's because of his pregame warm-up, where I hear that he intentionally does not eat anything before the game so that he can have more hunger. And I always thought that was a hunger to win, and apparently it is a hunger
to eat.
just for human flesh. Human flesh is his hunger, and that's what he wants to make himself hungry for. And by the way, I just made up his pregame warm-up, so but it makes more sense that way, doesn't it? You know, if I can justify why he bites people, it would. Yeah, I can't justify it. So, Luis Suarez, you are the Chewbacca Should Chainsaw Award winner of the week. And I don't know if it's really an award at that point because you're sawed in half by Chewbacca, so that's not a good thing. Don't worry, Chewbacca will sew you back together. You won't ever be the same, but he'll sew you back together.
And